I'd like to welcome someone on stage to speak with us. All right, our next speaker is going to talk to us this afternoon, yes. He's going to talk to us about the workforce, empowering the workforce of tomorrow, digital skills for a transformative future. He's the Chief Executive Officer, IIPGH Ghana. He's a distinguished digital transformation leader with extensive experience in information and communication technology. As President of Technology Information Confederation Africa, TICON Africa, he empowers the African tech community through conferences, research and development, education and networking events, significantly contributing to the region's sustainable development goals. He's been instrumental in shaping Ghana's digital landscape, and as the CEO of IIPGH, he supports businesses with IT resource, planning, and talent management across major IT domains. His expertise includes IT outsourcing, strategic human resource planning, and digital skills. He holds key positions in esteemed organizations, and as the Executive Director of the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, his leadership and strategic vision have advanced IIPGH's goal, promoting excellence and professionalism in the ICT industry. Under his guidance, the Institute has witnessed remarkable growth and recognition for its contributions to Ghana's digital economy. So can I please ask that with a warm applause, I welcome our next speaker. Please put your hands together for the Chief Executive Officer, IIPGH Ghana, David Joe. Can we please make the applause a little louder? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow, that's a long one. Good afternoon. My job is very difficult because I'm standing between you and lunch. So I'm going to make it a bit snappy. I'm happy to be here. I derive a lot of energy in Nigeria because 19 years ago, I first came to this country as a young engineer. I came in and the company I was working for actually packaged me as a consultant. So I came in as a consultant where the people that work on V-Mobile, now it's what? It's Airtel, and MTN and other networks. I've been coming in and out from here for some time now, but the last time I was here was 2016, and a lot of things changed since then. First of all, please clap for yourself. Third Mainland Bridge, you have street lights all over. I was very impressed yesterday. When I came, Third Mainland Bridge street lights, and I'm very, very happy. I can see a lot of progress. Normally when you are within, you don't see the progress, but when you go and you come back, you see a lot of change. And I'm really happy about the progress Nigeria is making. All right. Today we spoke about a lot of things, and I just want to take you back. Yeah, those are my credentials. Again, it's a package, so let's talk about the real thing, right? Let's talk about the real thing. I represent 3 organizations here, but today I'm going to talk about the first one, and that's my passion, what we do. So, first of all, so if you want to connect, I would like you to connect with me on LinkedIn so we can talk after this. So let's connect on LinkedIn. First of all, let's look at what is going to happen the next few years. From now, I told you about 19 years ago I was here. Today you can see me in a jacket. I came in a backpack. Now I'm in a jacket. And let's look at what will happen in another 20 or 25 years in Africa. There's going to be some big changes, and let's observe. What will happen? What is the most valuable thing that will happen in 2050? What will that thing be? Will it be gold? Will it be oil? Will it be cocoa? My country produces a lot of cocoa. Or will it be yam? I didn't see amala on the list. Or will it be yam? What would that thing be? What would that big thing be? It will be the youthful population of this continent. That is going to be our biggest asset. This is going to be the biggest thing because we are now 1.5 billion people, and out of every 5 Africans you see, 1 is a Nigerian. So 1/5 of Africans live here in this country. So this is going to be the epicenter of whatever will happen in the next 20, 25 years. By 2050, we're going to see the population of Africa grow by another 1 billion. The world will be 10 billion. We are currently 8 billion. And another thing I want you to see is that we will be the home of 25% of the world workforce. So the conversation now is not just about Nigeria anymore. The conversation is global. What is going to happen across the world? And we talked about a lot of things. We talked about, jobs. We talk about AI. People are scared about their jobs. But let's look at what is going to happen. Now, look at this. This is the current state. This is the current state. The world around us. Africa is young. Europe is getting old. And they will still live long, and they will need people to work. How are we going to position ourselves to make sure that Nigeria takes the lead and other African countries follow to now be the workforce of the world? What are we going to do? So it's an opportunity. Technology is a leveler, and the 4th industrial revolution is going to be that big thing that will help us leapfrog and now be at par with the rest of the world. So we, as an organization, we have identified something that we want to do. We realize that we can, if we all look at this critically, we can combine our efforts with that of technology and be more efficient. So we started with the 1st industrial revolution. We've moved to the 2nd industrial revolution, 3rd, now we are in the 4th one. Here, this is where we are. But we are still concerned, we are still worried. Is it going to take up our jobs? Will AI take out my job? So Freddie talked about the lady that was helping the people that have issues with their machine. And she doesn't want it to be fixed because she feels that if it is fixed, her job will be taken away. But she can actually do something else by trying to understand how this machine works and then become part of the people that either repair, maintain, or operate the system. So whilst we are worried about what is going on, we need to be looking at what can we do to embrace technology. And I'm going to show you this. You look at this, we are here. So before, there were no cars, and just in 8 years, all those horses disappeared. And 19 years ago, when I arrived here, there was no 3G, no 4G, no 5G. All we needed to do was to build networks and help people to make calls on the phone. And it was a big deal. Some of us cashed in on that anyway. It was a big deal. Because when you come in and you provide network for people to be able to make calls in Abeokuta or any of these places, you are a big champion. But now things have changed. Technology is now on the phone. Now internet is not on the phone. Things are also going to change. From now, I believe we'll still have Tax Excellence in 2050, when we'll be having maybe the 27th edition or something like that. But yes, things are going to change. And I want you to take a look at it. It's inevitable. Don't be scared. You need to embrace it. watch this. You can make any change that you want with technology. You can. This is a potato. You can redesign it. It can look like any other thing. And this is what we need to look at. Okay, so what do? We have observed that, yes, AI is here, fourth industrial revolution. Should we be scared? No. We can actually combine technology and human beings, and we can become friends, and we can be able to help businesses. And we can also stay here and support businesses all over the world. And that is our mission. People don't necessarily have to relocate or move from their places to be able to work comfortably from their homes. And that is the next thing that's going to happen. Workforce will now be anywhere, operating from anywhere, under very strict regulation, but still be able to deliver services. And this is where we need a handshake. We need a handshake between us and artificial intelligence. We need a handshake where we can. So our organization realized that there's a need for us to develop this, bringing people and artificial intelligence together to be able to serve the world. And that's our ambition. Whether the people are sitting in Nigeria, in Ghana, wherever they are, as long as humans will be able to work efficiently or coexist with technology, we shouldn't be worried. We should be able to use technology, and we should be able to move to the next stage. And there are some use cases. We are already doing this. We have a workforce that is sitting in Ghana. We will have a workforce in Nigeria. We will have a workforce in other parts of the world. What will they do? They will learn how to use these technologies and serve the continent and serve other continents that are aging. So in 2050, when we meet again, we'll be talking about how we are serving the rest of the world. And we believe that with this technology, we should be able to also leapfrog our developmental challenges and now become not a developed country. We want to continue to develop, but also become more innovative in the things that we do. And some of the use cases, we have an application that helps organizations to be able to navigate this whole process. There's something more important for us to look at. Today, we are educating our young people, and Nigeria, Ghana, a lot of African countries are now getting a lot of people to higher education. But it's still based on 20th century's methodologies, 20th century's curriculum. It's not meeting the 21st century. These are some of the top skills we need to be looking at. We need to be looking at skills that helps people to think critically, look at problems and find solutions, and communication. And also, human beings are empathetic. Human beings are not machines. So these are the things that we need. When your systems are working, you, the human being, will have to do other things that machines cannot do. But let us not forget about the technical skills. Today, I hire people, and they have to go through a 6-month process to be able to get to the level that they can operate systems across the world. So we need to also develop a lot of our capabilities in the technical areas as well, where we'll have sector of excellence all over, and we'll get our young people to work in labs and be trained so that they are ready to serve the world. When people are able to work and earn decent income, they do not care about whether to jackpot or to stay here. The most important thing is for them to live in a place that they are comfortable and be able to earn decent income and live their lives. All right, so there are other use cases, particularly those in the banks. Now, AI has come to stay. How do you comfortably, or how do you deploy AI in your organizations so that it meets regulatory standards, so that it's able to work and also make your organization more efficient, you become more productive, your workers become more productive. Although you hire less people, you still be able to produce more. And we need to look at that as well. Now, this slide is very important. This slide is very important because I took this slide from Ghana. In Ghana, we graduate about 500,000 young people every year, and they study different things. But a lot of them are not studying things that are now in demand. So what happens is that at the end of the period, when we are hiring people, we hire people from other domains and we have to retrain them. So it is important that as policymakers, we begin to look at where do we train more people? Where do we get more people in STEM-related programs so that they can serve the community? Then also, we need to get a lot more people into higher education because we are in the knowledge economy, and it is only when people are educated that they can operate these systems that we talked about. So it's important that we get people into higher education. In Ghana now, we have about 20% of our young people in higher education, and we need to move that number up to more than 50, up to 80% of our young people needs to go into higher education. Not necessarily going to read any program, but things that are related to STEM and STEM-related programs. Okay, my time is up. Let me recap. It's important that we understand the evolving digital landscape. And the digital landscape of today, as you see, AI is dominating, and how do we make sure that we are aligned? Not be scared, embrace it, and learn new things. We need to explore collaborative approaches, work with government. I like the presentation from the government agency. Work with government agency, prepare the workforce for tomorrow. And to prepare the workforce for tomorrow, we need to work with government agencies. Then, of course, we need to promote inclusivity, starting with women, people with disability. Technology is a leveler. Technology can help people who are, that we consider not having the capability to work, but can still work because there's assistive technologies that can help them to do that. All right, so our organization is transforming to become a fourth industrial revolution organization, and we are focusing on AI and humans, how to bring AIs and humans to work and be able to support businesses across the world. Thank you very much. Connect with me on LinkedIn, and let's talk. Thank you.